Hey, check this out. It's Christmas! Yes! Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa and today I'm doing my December TBR in my ugly Christmas sweater with my minimal decorations and I am feeling festive. Christmas is literally my favorite holiday. It is the best. It is the coziest. I love spending time with my family, with my friends. Not as much this year, I'm sure, but it's still one of my favorite holidays. I love decorating. I love the food. I love the presents. I love everything. So I, of course, had to attempt to decorate one of my shelves with the last few decorations I actually own that were not in use. So today I am talking about my TBR plans for the month, so let's get started. The first book on my list is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I started this one last month. I intend to continue on and plow through and hopefully finish it next month. We shall see. It's a pretty slow read, so I'm not entirely sure if I will. Plus I have some Christmassy books that I really want to get to this month, so again, we shall see. This is about a girl named Addie LaRue who has lived a very, very long time due to making a deal with a dark entity, and now she can't die, can't age, and when people meet her, they instantly forget about her. Like I said, this is pretty slow going, but I am really enjoying it. I like Addie as a main character. It's really fun to watch her kind of navigate through life, you know, like where she'll live, what she'll eat, and how she'll get those things, and kind of just going through the motions, I guess, of trying to live life being invisible. It's really good so far. I'm not very far in, but yeah. So since it is the holidays and Christmas books are a must, so the first Christmassy book that I intend on reading, actually listening to on audiobook, is The Afterlife of Holly Chase. This is one that I read a couple years ago and I really, really enjoyed. I remember crying a lot. Crying was a thing with this book and I really enjoyed it. And it's been a while since I've had a reread and I definitely want to listen to it / reread it this year. I keep wanting to say The Invisible Life of Holly Chase, but I'm like, those are two very different books. The Afterlife of Holly Chase is about a girl named Holly Chase who goes through the typical Christmas Carol story in the beginning, but unfortunately she doesn't listen to the ghosts and ends up dying, and she becomes the next Ghost of Christmas Past. This is kind of like a continuation on the Christmas Carol Scrooge story, and it is so heartwarming, so charming, so funny from what I remember, and I'm definitely excited to listen to this one. So I'm gonna do that thing that everybody hates. My next book's actually a secret book for a couple reasons. One, haven't quite decided which one yet, and two, it is for another 24-hour reading vlog. I'm doing another one, and this time it's holiday Christmas themed, and I'm going to be reading some sort of Christmas book. Not entirely sure yet, so stay tuned for that. So the next book on my list that I definitely at least want to start, definitely won't finish, is Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson. This is the fourth and newest installment in the Stormlight Archive series, and I have yet to read it, so I'm gonna do that. I'm so excited. I've heard nothing but good things about this one, so I'm really intrigued to see where I stand on it. It's gotta be slightly better than Oathbringer and how slow it was, and I hear this one just kind of picks up with the action right away, and I'm really, really excited for this one. I still can't believe I'm holding it in my hands. Feels like I waited a long time for this, and not as long as some people here on the internet. The next one on my list is kind of like out of nowhere, out of left field if you would, but I recently talked about it in a book haul that I did, and I was like, man, that actually sounds really good. I'm really intrigued again, and that is Forged in Fire and Stars by Andrea Robertson, and I'm excited to read this. I've been craving a young adult fantasy, and I hope maybe this will fit the bill. This is about a girl named Ara who is a blacksmith, and she's heard of the legends of Lore Smith, who used to work beside an ancient queen, and she's always been intrigued by it. But one day, a prince and a princess like siblings, obviously. Why would I say that? They come and take her away to their palace to become their new loresmith to create weapons in a war they are fighting, I'm assuming. I kind of skimmed the synopsis because I don't like to know a whole lot, but that's what I do know. I'm really intrigued with this, and I hope it's good. I hope it grips me. It sounds like it could be interesting. It's not too long either, and again, I've just been really wanting a young adult fantasy again. It feels like it's been forever since I've read one, so I definitely am excited to pick this one up. And then lastly is one I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get to, but this is like a if I happen to get through everything else book, or if I change my mind on something kind of thing. The Princess Will Save You by Sarah Henning. This is a kind of like a reimagined Princess and the Bride story. Is that what the movie's called? Princess Bride? Yeah, Princess Bride. I probably said that wrong, but we're just gonna roll with that. And this follows a girl who is given the choice either to become a soldier or marry someone she doesn't want to, and she decides she doesn't want either of those things. Instead, she wants to be with the hot farm boy that she really wants to be with, and unfortunately he gets kidnapped and she has to go and save him. This sounds fantastic. This sounds like just the kind of like cutesy fantasy romance, but also with maybe a bit of high stakes, I guess. Bit more is what I was gonna say, but I'm like, what is more? Who knows? This book looks really interesting and sounds really good. I love this cover, and I've been eyeballing this since I bought it. I'm itching to pick it up, but at the same time, I don't do romance very often. So I'm a little concerned that it's going to be solely romance. So that's why it's on the tentative TBR. But if not this month, then definitely next month, because again, itching to read this. So these are all the books on my TBR for this month. They're all kind of long. Apparently I hate myself. Also, I have that audiobook and then my mystery book. Definitely stay tuned for that video, because that's going to be a ride. I gotta set these down. This is heavy. I'm a wimp. I've realized this about myself now. So let me know down below what you plan on reading in December. And of course, subscribe if you haven't, and leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. It's up to you. Whatever floats your goat. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you very, very soon in another video. Bye-bye.